Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first semi-final matchup of Robot Wars.
Robot Wars!
Robot Wars. To my left, we have Mark Petro, once again defending TARS. In the opening round, you very handily took down Optimus Prime.
That was a feat.
It wasn't
not
even
expecting
close.
that.
I was very surprised that you beat Optimus Prime.
It was a tough match. Optimus is obviously Optimus. I mean,
Right.
come on. But our audience, they
Took him down.
spoke. They like
Was
TARS.
It was the biggest landslide of all the results that we had so far. Michael Cruz.
Hello.
You have the Sentinels again. The opening round, the Sentinels, you took down T's Defense of the Terminator.
I was very surprised that I took the Terminator down. I think it's because she picked the T-800 and not the Terminators in general.
Okay. All right, so let's get down to it. Semifinals, it's gonna work the same way as the opening round did. You get 2 minutes for your opening arguments, you get about a minute's worth of rebuttal, and then you get a closing statement. I flipped a coin. Before you guys got here, Michael Cruz, you're going first.
Don't believe in this coin, and I
flipped a
always
coin.
go first.
I have a stack of coins. I use a new coin every matchup. Your 2 minutes starts now, go.
Okay, so to begin, I have to begin with a battle because my robots, the Sentinel Army and the X-Men universe, is built for battle. It's built to destroy and conquer and collect. And so in a battle of armies of Sentinels versus armies of whatever the TARS unit name might be, like if you put TARS and Case and Kip together, clearly the Sentinels would destroy TARS and Case and Kip and however many hundreds of TARS and Capes there be, because they're designed mainly for space exploration and like tactical usage of spaceships and things. They're not particularly large. They don't have any real weaponry. They're just really smart, and some of them can be programmed to be friendly. So if you're choosing an MVP of what kind of robot you want as a pet, sure, TARS wins because you've programmed him to replace lovable emotions. Sentinels, you can arguably program them in a world without mutants to be lovable and friendly instead of hunting mutants. But yeah, so in an army battle situation, Sentinels clearly destroy and kick your ass. In terms of efficiency and adaptability, yes, TARS is a very efficient and adaptable and intelligent robot. But that's not to say that the Sentinels aren't. They're clearly adaptable to any situation, so if you're gonna go into space at all, they can handle it. And in terms of efficiency, they have opposable thumbs. They're not the 4 giant cube rectangle things spinning in a circle. In terms of battle efficiency, adaptability, numbers, and producibility, because as far as we know, there's only 3 of your versions, I think Sentinels clearly win. You get the pet category. You get the adorable, efficient space pet category.
Time. So he's conceding to you the adorable space pet category. You got 2 minutes, starting now.
So first I want to say, and I don't know if you saw Interstellar. This is actually a very exciting argument because both of these robots were designed for the exact same purpose. They were designed as military robots for war, for battle. TARS is a very specific unit out of this whole thing. His personality differs greatly from most of the models that were built. TARS loves science, he loves humanity. TARS is selfless, he's loyal. TARS is also, just through and through, he's American. He is a Marine. I mean, he wasn't just programmed as a Marine, he is a Marine. One of the big things is TARS, during war, he saved countless lives, thousands of lives. As this military, you can say drone, but he's a fully automated robot. In the long run, he ended up saving billions. He saved pretty much all of humanity with the help of McConaughey. In the canon of this movie, his units, they made war obsolete. There was no more war in this world, albeit largely due to the fact that there was a huge blight on the planet, but they were one of the things that managed to save humanity. My opening argument right there.
Okay, all right. Semi-final rebuttal time.
Semi-final rebuttal time.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Ooh.
You got a minute, Cruz. You ready?
Yes.
Go.
In terms of them being part of the military, yes, they're Marines, but they're not necessarily combat units. There's no point at which they're depicted, well, they're depicted as being able to fight, but they're not depicted as designed to be combat units. So, to be in the military, you don't need to be a combatant soldier. You can be a tech officer, which is ultimately what TARS is. And he can fight if given a situation where he's forced to, but that's not what he's designed for. Whereas the Sentinels in a large battle are designed specifically for that. In terms of him being an American, that. We have a worldwide audience, and the Sentinels can serve everybody on this planet, not just Americans. In a world without mutants, they can protect you Canadians, you Europeans and Africans and Asians and South Americans. They don't need to just save Americans. And they didn't they didn't stop war on the planet. Humans did because they banded together to survive.
Time. Wow, somebody's getting a little worked up about the global audience here at Cinefix.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to speak for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Mark, you ready for your semifinal rebuts?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You got a minute starting right now. Go.
All right, so world, America loves you, and TARS being an American loves you. You can't just say, take the nationality out of a robot. That would be unfair. Sentinels, yeah, they're global because they're a giant corporate thing. They are mindless kill bots, I remind you, and they've killed countless children. And you want to talk about who's the best robot, who's the most valuable robot? In every possible canon in this story, the Sentinels have costed the American government, foreign governments, corporations, trillions of dollars. They were a failed experiment. They weren't successful, ever. They've never been successful. They've always lost control. Not to mention that they are always thwarted through a time loop, which I might remind you is TARS' sort of expertise.
Time.
So first of all, TARS is not the expert in a time loop. He's sent and falls into a tesseract designed by humanity in the future due to data collection that ultimately Matthew McConaughey is more responsible for than TARS while he's inside of the fifth dimensional tesseract. TARS himself was sent in there to collect the data and maybe collect some of it, but ultimately it's Matthew McConaughey and humanity that's responsible for saving humanity after humanity sent him into the time vortex in the first place. Second of all, look, the Sentinels get a very bad reputation. And they get a very bad reputation because of all of the disaster and destruction they've caused in hunting mutants to protect the citizens of the world, not just America. In a world like Interstellar's world, where there are no mutants, or in a world like our world, where there are no mutants, an army of Sentinels would not betray us. They would be programmed to serve us and protect us. And in doing so, they are the most valuable robot.
Reprogram? That's never happened. Nobody's ever been able to pull that off. The most you can do is be Magneto and control them. But let's put that aside. I want you to look at something for me. I want you to look at this. This is a child.
Hold it up for the camera, please.
This is a child. This child is a mutant. Okay, she was directly threatened by the Sentinels. This child, right? Do you find value in killing this child? Do you find value in killing this child? Yes or no?
But she's not
Yes
real.
or no, do you find value in killing this child?
Mutants aren't real.
Do you want to kill this child?
I mean, if
yes
she's
or no,
a
do you
danger
want to kill this child?
If she's a danger to
not a danger to
humanity.
anybody, but she will get killed by the Sentinels.
I don't know.
Mark, I think you made your point.
She could be an evil, dastardly destroyer in disguise.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
She could be Matt Damon in disguise. He's evil too. She could
Scarlet
be a whole
Witch. Do you find value in killing children?
I think if she
TARS
sides with Ultron,
only finds
she
value.
needs to go.
TARS only finds value in saving children.
Down in the comments below, there's a comment that says, like this, if TARS wins this semifinal matchup. And there's another comment that says, like this, if the Sentinels win this semifinal matchup. So please, go down in the comments below, choose the victor here.
Until we all mutate. Until we all mutate, and they're like, oh, you have cancer. That's a mutation. I'm killing you.
They
They kill cancer children.